Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite makes the process of becoming a published best-selling author as simple as sipping your morning cup of coffee. You can learn more about Authors Unite at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Ben Lovro with us. He is an entrepreneur, influencer, and real estate investor with a vision to improve neighborhoods and revitalize the communities that we live in. Founder of Envision Investment Group and Wholesaling on Demand, he seeks to be a conduit for change in our generation. So welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, Tyler. I greatly appreciate the opportunity, man.
Of course, man. Grateful to have you here. We'll jump right into the first one. The first question I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
You know, I think about my past a good bit, the choices made, the consequences, and I'll say that going to prison for 5 years, as crazy as this might sound, is what probably shaped and molded my character more than any other point in my life. You know, they say that sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself. I absolutely believe this is true. The lessons gained and just the experience, it really ignited an inner passion that's carried me a long way in life and business since then.
Thank you for sharing that with us, man. The next one I have for you is, what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
Well, overall, I would say business is a team sport. Real estate is a team sport. And it wasn't until I started implementing systems, processes, and building a team around that pieces really started to fall into place. Although I've never really been that tech savvy, I've been really implementing new strategies to make sure that I'm keeping up with that, because there's no doubt that technology is the way of the future. So major skill set, man, is just really trying to create systems and processes that make the vehicle move much, much more efficient.
And what is your best piece of overall business advice? It could tie in, just not necessarily like industry specific.
Right. So, you know, I'm a big thinker. I'm going to say overall, if what you're doing does not breed passion, if you don't love what you do, then you're doing it for the wrong reason. You know, find out what you're truly passionate about and commit your life to it. No matter how crazy that seems, do whatever it takes to make that a reality. Sometimes in life, you have to risk everything for a vision that no one can see but yourself.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Above all, seek wisdom. It is here that you'll find the abundance that you're looking for. It's here that you'll find that fulfillment. I realize now that there's really no get rich quick schemes, or you know, everything involves a process. It's the art of finding your purpose in the midst of the challenges, in the midst of the noise. And this is why having a strong mindset is such a key, I feel, as an entrepreneur, because it helps to navigate you through life's challenges, and you come out on the other side of those much, much stronger.
And in your opinion, what's the key to happiness?
I believe that happiness is found within your purpose. It's found living out your purpose, cultivating a strong life that can put you in a position to help others, to influence others. You know, as Tony Robbins says, the secret to living is giving. I believe that's true. You know, if you can really figure out how to live a life of service to others while you're, you know, building your passion in the midst of that, there's no greater thing that you can live. You know, that's what brings the greatest return in my eyes.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Man, I know this is really cliche. Everyone probably says this, but I gotta say Think and Grow Rich. You know, it's one of those foundational novels that just lays that groundwork to all success. You know, even though it was written in the 1930s, it's just as real today, because in fact, everything starts in your mind. If you can see something in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. It's just a matter of taking those thoughts, you know, through your imagination and figuring out how to bring them into reality.
Absolutely, man. I love that book. And what is your favorite quote and why?
Favorite quote, I would say, is "The essence of life is growth" by Oscar Wilde. Because, growth is what keeps us alive. It's that forward progress. It's part of the hunt that keeps you moving forward, keeps you inspired. And you look around, everything in nature, it's either growing or it's dying. So if you're not moving forward in a sense, I feel like you lose that passion in living. So that really resonates with me, at least in my journey at this point.
Awesome, brother. Dude, it was great having you on. The last one I have for you before we let you go is, where is the best place for people to find you online?
So you can find me on Ben Lovro on all platforms. I'm the only Ben Lovro in the world. Google my name, Ben, last name Lovro, and you can find me on just about any social media link. You can go to benlovro.com. Yeah.
Perfect, man. Thanks again for jumping on.
Yeah, man. Been a pleasure.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.